Kangaroo. What if Australia had never been isolated? An amazing story of evolution. Studio microphone opening narration. Imagine this. You are traveling back in time. 30 million years ago. The Earth is changing. Continents are slowly drifting toward their modern positions. Oceans are reshaping the planet. And in the middle of these changes, one landmass is quietly moving away from the rest of the world. Australia. No one could have imagined that this separation would become one of the greatest natural experiments in Earth's history. When Australia became isolated, its animals became isolated too. No predators from Africa could reach it. No large mammals from Asia could enter. No creatures from the Americas could cross the vast oceans. Australia became a world of its own. A place where evolution would follow a completely different path. For millions of years, life evolved in isolation. Generations came and went. Species changed and adapted. Nature began creating some of the strangest and most remarkable animals ever seen on Earth. Small marsupials slowly transformed into many different forms. Some climbed trees. Some raced across open plains. Others became powerful predators. As time passed, Australia became home to giants. One of them was Prosoptodon, a giant kangaroo. Standing nearly 3 meters tall, it was far larger than any kangaroo alive today. With powerful legs and a muscular body, it moved across the Australian landscape with incredible strength. But Prosoptodon was not alone. Another giant roamed the continent. Diprotodon, the largest marsupial that ever lived. It weighed as much as a small car and wandered across grasslands and forests in search of food. For millions of years, these enormous creatures dominated the land. The skies and forests were equally fascinating. Huge birds walked across the landscape. Some were so large and powerful that scientists later nicknamed them thunderbirds. They towered over most other animals and ruled their environment with confidence. And where there is prey, there are predators. Australia had one of the most fearsome predators of its time. Thylacoleo, often called the marsupial lion. It possessed incredibly powerful jaws and sharp claws. Silent and deadly, it stalked its prey through forests and grasslands before launching sudden attacks. It was the top predator of its world. For millions of years, Australia's unique ecosystem continued to thrive. Its animals evolved differently from those on every other continent. Nature experimented freely, producing creatures found nowhere else on Earth. Australia became a living laboratory of evolution. But eventually, the environment began to change. Rainfall decreased. Dense forests slowly disappeared. Open grasslands and deserts expanded. Animals had to adapt to survive. Some succeeded, others vanished forever. Then came the greatest change of all. Around 65,000 years ago, a new species arrived. It was not the strongest. It was not the fastest. But it possessed something no other creature had. Intelligence. Humans. Humans learned to use fire. They hunted. They transformed the landscape around them. Over time, many of Australia's giant animals disappeared. The age of the megafauna slowly came to an end. One by one, the giants vanished from the earth. Yet some of their relatives survived. Today, Australia is still home to remarkable animals. Kangaroos, koalas, wombats, echidnas, and the mysterious platypus. These creatures are living reminders of a world that evolved in isolation for millions of years. If Australia had never separated from the rest of the world, things might have been very different. Perhaps, kangaroos would never have evolved. Perhaps koalas would not exist. Perhaps many of Australia's extraordinary animals would have been replaced by species from other continents. The unique story of Australian evolution might never have been written. Australia is more than a continent. It is a window into the power of evolution. A place where isolation allowed nature to create some of the most unusual and fascinating creatures in Earth's history. And even today, that ancient story continues to live on. Studio microphone outro. Australia is one of the greatest evolutionary experiments ever conducted by nature. Its isolation shaped an extraordinary world filled with unique animals found nowhere else on Earth. Globe, if you enjoyed this story, like, share, and comment below. which ancient Australian creature would you most like to see in real life? Bell subscribe to Origin of Earth and turn on notifications for more incredible stories about Earth's history, evolution, and prehistoric life. Rocket see you in the next episode. Kangaroo globe sparkles.